This is an introduction to using SPSS in this course. As you see, SPSS is open, so it's downloaded on the computer. I was able to open exercise 26 example 1, available in your course module for week 1. This is also the data set presented in exercise 26 of your Grove and Cipher workbook. As you can see, SPSS has a grid-like appearance, not unlike as Excel, Microsoft Excel. Every row represents a different person. Every column represents a different variable. We have 4 variables here, plus an ID variable. It's always important to have some kind of numeric identifier to delineate person from person or patient from patient in your data set. As is explained in exercise 26, these data represent age at enrollment for these veterans, so enrollment of the study, age at their very first arrest, the number of years of education they have, and the number of times fired from a job. So we will follow the steps in exercise 26, and we will compute frequencies for each variable as well as a frequency distribution. So we're going to go to the Analyze menu and choose Descriptive Statistics and Frequencies. And as you can see, SPSS shows you the variables, the variable choices that you have to analyze, and that is pretty much the same for every menu system under the Analyze menu. We'll put all variables over to the right by highlighting and moving over with the right arrow. Then click on Charts and Histograms, Continue, and OK, just like the book. And as you can see, you have a new window that is opened, the output window. This output window is a different window than the data set. In fact, if you were to save this output, if I choose File, Save As, and Desktop, it would be a different, let's see here, I'll name it something that means something to me, frequencies, right? It would have an SPV extension as opposed to an SAV extension that an SPSS data set has. So if you can see here on my desktop, exercise 26 example 1, that is an SPSS data set. And the frequencies, it's all blue, has a little bit of a different look. That is the output. And so back to the output, you have the output that you see here should also be the exact output as in the book. You have frequency tables, which are essentially tallies of each value in the data set. For example, there was only one person who was 41 in the data set at the time of enrollment. There were 2 people who were 52. There were 4 people who were 56, etc. Same thing for age at first arrest, years of education, and number of times fired from job. And then after the frequency tables, you see the frequency distributions. You can see here that age at enrollment has a negatively skewed distribution. Age at first arrest, a positively skewed distribution. Years of education, a positively skewed distribution. And number of times fired from their job, positively skewed distribution. So as it happens, none of the 4 variables in this particular data set are normally distributed. Now this is an important point. It's important for you to learn to recognize what a normal distribution looks like and what a non-normal distribution looks like. Exercise 26 is devoted to helping you do that because many, if not most, of the statistics that you learn in your program are called parametric statistics, which means that the number one assumption of that statistic is that your variable is normally distributed. If your variable is not normally distributed, that's okay. You just have to use another kind of statistic described in the book as non-parametric statistics. So it's important to learn the difference. Now, if I want to save this into another format, such as a PDF, Excel, or Word document, it's easily done when you go to the File menu you simply choose Export. And if you see here, Objects to Export, type Excel is a choice. You have PDF here. You have Word/RTF. I'm going to choose Word and click OK. And what happens is all of our output has been exported to a Word document. Here it is. And that way, if you don't have access to SPSS on another computer, you can export your output and then open it in a format that is compatible with the computer you have. And when I open this, a little bit of some details, some program details, and then you have your actual output. And these are easily copied and pasted into your homework, which, as you know, your homework will ask you to copy and paste certain pieces of your homework, and Word makes it easy for you to do that. So that is the quick introduction to SPSS.